Well, this is Colombo. The curfew date 7th April 2020. This is Independence Square. Well, no one can be seen except birds and natural habitats. Well, there are police barriers and you have to show the pass, the curfew pass, whenever they stopped you. So I have my curfew pass down using it. There are vehicles. I assume that they also have curfew pass, because otherwise that will be very difficult. It's very difficult to you to go here and there. This is Arcade Independence Square. Straightforward. The COVID-free pass I have introduced to the government of Sri Lanka, and officially Australian High Commissioner Sri Lanka told me that they're going to introduce that to Australia, and also I have sent that plan to many countries, including New Zealand, Australia, Sri Lanka, my country, and USA, Italy, all European countries, all other countries possible, all European countries certainly. Some of the countries I heard it's first time, and I'm searching their email address, and all WHO regional offices, including the head office. So what my suggestion was to, if you can't fight with the COVID-19 with a cure, like if you're struggling, medical people struggling, we have to come up with the strategies where we can eliminate the damage caused by the COVID-19 to our economies. So in that case, how our economies are getting attacked by this COVID-19, it is by staying at home. You see these places are closed, most of the all of the places. Like, it's really good idea to stop the spread of this COVID-19, but how we can stop the damage caused by the economy for any country. So what the United States done was to protect their economy. They have put their people's lives in danger. So first priority, they took their economy. Unfortunately, I have no comments on that. I just got an example because they don't listen to anyone unless they think that's good idea. Otherwise, they don't listen to anyone. So I'm talking about the countries that who took certain steps and decisions to stop the spread of this COVID-19, like the countries like Australia, New Zealand, and any other countries, and especially Sri Lanka and any other countries lockdown, shut down. I mean that limited the people gathering. Those are countries now having opportunity to continue their economy, the day-to-day activities with these COVID-free pass I have introduced. The procedure, my objective was to socialize people, those who need any economy, those who actually supporting our economy. I would say essential people, and also I assume that there are at least one person, one family. So in that case, we can socialize them, making them, like identifying them as COVID negative people. Very simple. In that case, so we have to test them. So we have to understand the test methods for that. So at this stage that they are using PCR test, and it says to be the best test so far. So what I suggest was, if PCR test available, I asked government, Sri Lankan government, to calculate the test results that you can get at maximum pace per day, how many. So I assumed that it was 500, I just guessed, but it was less than 500, it was 300 they say. So we have, when I search about the designated laboratories those who are doing that test, I have found out there are 17 designated laboratories that Sri Lanka has, but it seems there are only 8 or 9 laboratories actually working on that PCR test. So my plan, I need to test every interesting individual, an essential individual, to test against COVID-19 and identify whether they are negative or positive. If they are positive, I ask them to quarantine. If they negative, I ask to give a pass, renewable 14 days valid pass for them, like official pass, and a wristband, like event wristband, plastic wristband, non-removable unless authorized personnel by the government. So in that case, I have planned that, I put the link here, and anyone can go and search about, study about that. And fortunately, Australian government official has responded with their gentleman, and they have replied me, and they're going to use it. And it seems, yes, truly, I just went out just to take my kind of blood test for my previous health treatment. So in that case, I'm seeing that Colombo, Sri Lanka, how they were like, in the curfew time. So you can see that in that case, we are like, we given up. We have given up in this case. So we don't want to give up. So we need people to work. If you understand, if you identify them as COVID negative, they can work here. To do so, I have introduced that COVID free pass. So I think that's anyone can adopt that. If anyone seeing this, they can adopt that methodology and use it, and yeah, you can overcome. I mean, this is not forever until COVID-19 cure, found by our medical genius. Okay, so which means I was waiting till medical people doing this. Earlier it was whenever some kind of a SARS or whatsoever, they have anthrax or whatsoever, they have solution, but this thing getting delaying. So in that case, this is the only way that we can protect our economy, hardly built economy by the other countries and including our country, those who are interested to keep their economy stable. Use the COVID free pass and the wristband. I have that drafted, and yeah, it came to my head at the same day I had drafted it. I don't remember, it's very 2 or 3 days back, and it took almost around, I started drafting it around 9 p.m. at night, and I finish it very soon. So it didn't take that much time, only 2 or 3 hours. So you can go through and adopt it if you really want to consider your economy stable. So here I'm now I'm at Nugegoda, and there's a police barrier. I think that you have to show your pass, and I'm going to show my pass here, and yeah, I show my pass to them. You see McDonald's and Anula Vidyalaya and Anula Vidyalaya famous for kind of black mark principle. So by the way, this is McDonald's Nugegoda. They are having delivery services, and many of these Domino's, you can see Domino's, and I don't know whether Burger King doing deliveries. These Pizza Hut, they are doing deliveries. So at least someone having junk foods and can be saved. So in here, Sri Lanka, at this moment, they have introduced supermarket delivery systems, mainly keels and car keels operated. So I have to tell you the progress. Well, I have I'm internet computer person. Okay, so if I can't log into that Keels Super, even if I wake up at 6 a.m, it's very difficult for others, I guess. So what they have done, they have limited their login users to 1,000. So in their website, only login users are 1,000 login users there. So they are trying hard, other people trying hard. So they have mentioned their branches for their each cities, and once the quota over, it'll mark in the red, then you cannot do the delivery. So unfortunately, whenever I only one time I logged into that system, then all closest Keels supermarkets are over quota, so I couldn't get any essential delivered to me. So but fortunately, in my house very near, there's a kind of a retail shop, so no worries, I have supplies. But think about the other people who that doesn't have any kind of food getting delivered. So that's kind of a major problem. So in the delivery, and also talking about the Cargills also having very huge supermarkets, the spread the branches them. So but unfortunately, they have mentioned telephone numbers to call, but I have tried so many times, but none of them are picking up. So that's a problem. Well, it's a kind of a false hope, but you may try, because you've seen that many of them getting delivered, many of them preparing orders. So I would say that's a kind of a lucky lottery. If you're lucky enough, yeah, you can get that delivered. So and here all these fuel stations are working, and you can fill up most of them. I would say, now this one I guess is closed or whatsoever. So most of the fuel stations are open, and pharmacies and laboratories. I went to Navaloka hospital, kind of a famous hospital in Sri Lanka, and it's open for many services, I guess. And I went to get a kind of a blood report to continuation of one of my treatment. Yes, and here you could see no any shop open, and yes, it's very difficult time for the people. So what I suggest was to use that COVID-free pass. Then you have official pass to do your day-to-day work, and if any family having that COVID-free pass, I would say that they can get essentials delivered. There will be, we can minimize, actually we can eliminate the crowd and the queue and the traffic for these essential goods buying. So in that way that we can keep our people happy in these dark times. I would say in the dark times we can keep them happy, and they don't get nervous about that, and others can work, others can continue their work whatsoever. So I'm thinking about that. So soon as possible, initiate that, start your plans to initiate that COVID-free pass program, and certainly you'll have a good improvement about that. I'm sure about that. If you think, okay, that why we care about this thing, COVID-free pass, what a bullshit, no, not this time. That's not this time that you can argue the type of suggestion from a normal person like me. Take action, otherwise you have to suffer. Then once everything happened, every damage done to you, there's no turn back. You only can think of, okay, we could have done that, we could have done that, we could have done that. No, take your use this, start this procedure, COVID-free pass. Make sure you're testing. It's very important. That's the responsibility of medical officials, medical field individuals, that their responsibility to increase the PCR tests or whatsoever. If any test is similar to PCR test to test COVID-19, initiate that, increase that region-wise, district-wise, region-wise, city-wise, village-wise, increase that. And we are using that postal service to deliver that COVID pass that I have mentioned that in my plan, that you can go through it, so you can get an idea about that. In that case that we can overcome, otherwise you have to wait until COVID cure to be invented by medical genius, scientists. But at that time, what if we have nothing, I would say. So in that case, throw your egos out, just use that COVID-free pass program. And this also is I came to Maharagam, and there's a police barrier. I'm thinking that they also having checking that, so I have to all this thing. Okay, they are having a rest, I guess. Yes, and I think it's 20 minutes I have talk about these things. Now I'm passing Maharagama town at this time, so you can see these all the shops are closed, and yeah, it's actually restarting. I think the world is restarting at this time. So don't give up, I would say. Human race, don't give up. You build very beautiful things. Okay, you have some stupid behavior, like you're against nature. That's a major rule. Now it's good time to understand that you can't fight with the nature. It comes in a they see how that work, this COVID attack from the nature, cleaned the whole nature, the systems, and getting restarting, okay, this environment, the air purification, yes, everything working fine. You can't fight with the nature. That's nature is very powerful. So we had to understand, we have to go parallel with the nature, and go with the nature. So we have to protect nature. I think that's the lesson that COVID-19 told us. So I'm giving you this opportunity to go through my plan, COVID-free pass and COVID-free wristband plan, and yes, spread the message as possible, and as long as countries and governments adopted that, I think they can be safe with this COVID-19 attack. So I'm signing off from here. So I think everyone taking safety measures to not getting infected by the COVID, or not spreading the COVID of if you have. Okay, then take care, good health, bye.